As far as how did you feel like everybody used this summer? How did everybody come back?
Yeah, really good actually. Especially my 5 returning players, 5 veterans that we have. I thought they came back in fantastic shape. They all had great summers, and it started with great springs. We had guys who were really committed to getting better. I wouldn't say we're a household name, but we're getting a little closer to it. When we do call on recruits, they know who we are. They see obviously the success Damien's had. That obviously is a huge boost, but then we've won around here for a little bit, and then last year we were able to get back to the NCAA, and so it's a lot. There's a lot more interest right off the bat. And what we've tried to do the last few years is try to recruit a higher level player than the Big Sky, and we've been able to get into some homes. We've been able to get some guys that have been recruited at a higher level, so we got to continue that. But all that stuff helps. Everything that you can hold your hat on, we try to use, and just try to get them to campus. And when they get to campus, they really see what it's about and the things that we have to offer. So the recruiting's gone well. We do have the 5 returning guys. Now we're going to be a little different. Last year we were an inside-out team, and we're going to continue to do that. But when you have Tresnick down there that you can throw the ball to, and he's either scored or if he gets doubled, he's going to get a shot for somebody. We're working on that low post presence, which is a little different than the years past. And so, but we have guys to fill the void. Now, I've been asked this 100 times this summer: is who's the go-to guy? Because obviously Dev was a go-to guy, and Trez, and when the game was on the line, pretty much we knew where we wanted to go to get the ball. We're going to have hopefully we'll have a go-to guy by committee, where everybody's involved. And our success offensively is going to be based on ball movement and everybody trusting each other and moving it and sharing it. And it's going to be by committee. And in general, I've had teams like that in the past, and those are fun teams, so everybody's involved. So we'll see what happens in the next few months, how that kind of all comes about.
Are there a couple young guys in particular that you think really have a chance to become solid contributors for this team right away?
Yeah, I think we've got a couple of junior college kids that we brought in. Chris Golden, who's a 6'2" off guard, and then Jalen Costin, who's a 6'6" power forward. Both those guys are going to help us. They're good players. They're good athletes. They know how to play. They're great kids. They try really hard. So we're going to see a lot from them. And then time will tell. We've got some freshmen. We've got quite a few of them. We're going to need to play a couple of them. Hayden Hunter's done a really nice job so far. He's been well coached. And it's funny when you get guys in here, you can tell pretty quickly who's been well coached in high school, and he has been. He's got a really good feel for the game. He's a true point guard, pass first point guard, and also looking like he could be a pretty good defender. So he's one of those guys that kind of jumped up right away in June when we first got him. Thought, he's probably a little better than we thought. But then we got, Ryan Richardson's brings some things to the table. He's 6'4", can shoot the ball, really shoot the ball. Jeremiah Jefferson plays with a lot of energy. He's got some things to work on, but Zach Braxton's going to be a very good player. He's 6'9", 240, and hard-working guy. So, time will tell. We'll see what happens in the next couple months. There's a chance we could redshirt a couple of those guys, and we got to see how it all plays out.
I dropped some weight this summer. I had a really good summer, I feel like, and I think that's carried over into the fall. So, I'm ready to go. When I came back last year, obviously my body wasn't where I wanted it to be, and I used the summer and feel like I'm in really good shape now. So, ready to go.
What have you, as the senior, what message have you been preaching to guys as far as we're the defending champs, we went to the tourney? What have you been using and saying to guys coming back for summer workouts?
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I kind of look at it as I know, obviously the first 3 years that I was here, we worked really hard and we didn't win it. So the message that I kind of have is, we may think that we're working hard. We may think that, we're obviously the defending champs, but that doesn't mean anything for this year. So we need to attack this year. Just like, last year's over. It's all about this year. So, we've got to come out every day and compete, work hard, get better, and that's all we can do. In years past, obviously we had Lillard, then we had Scott Bamforth, and last year obviously with Dev. I think this year it's going to be a different guy every night that's going to have to step up, and I think how that's going to happen is because everybody's going to look at each other and have faith in the guy next to him that, I know that Joel, Jeremy, Rashad, Kendall, new guys are going to be able to step up, hit big shots in crunch time. They know that, obviously they know that they have faith in each other. They have faith in me. So I think I think that we're going to be really successful. I think our balance is going to be a real big strength this year.
It's doing good. I'm back at 100%.
How was the whole experience in Ukraine? I know it was pretty limited, but how was the experience, and what did you take away from it?
I took away a lot from it, just the aspect that everybody saw me as a professional. It was a kind of a cool experience. I can't really explain it, but it's just the way they looked at me. They knew I was obviously in college, but they treated me like I was a professional, and everything I did was professional, and just everything we did at that matter.
What did you pick up from Mike Fratello? What was it like working with him on a day-to-day basis?
It was a really cool coach. I could relate him to Coach Randy Rahe over here. They had a lot of similarities, like coaching you, just the way they acted off the court and stuff like that. I definitely think I had to adjust, so I'm a little more vocal. I still have a long way to go, but one thing I could do right now is lead by example with my work ethic and just talking to everybody, make sure they're getting their workouts and extra work in. But as far as the vocal part, I think I'm coming along pretty good.
Yeah, I do feel like I'm getting a bigger leadership role this last year. We had Trez, and now that he's gone, I have to step in and help out more.
How are you feeling about that?
I feel good about it, starting to get confidence in being that type of player, being a leader of the team. Being an example is one of the main things about being a leader. Show the younger guys that what I'm doing is right, and that you follow me, you're going to be on the right path. You also help us out.
I'm very excited. I feel that we can do a lot this year, and I'm just ready to get it going.
What will it take for you guys to kind of do to repeat what you did last year?
It'll take a lot of hard work. Our team has to know it's not easy to get there. It's not easy to win a Big Sky championship, so it's going to take a lot of hard work, listening, and just staying together as a team.
I mean, coming into the summer when everybody just got here and got together, you have those ups and downs. We started kind of slow, but for the last couple of weeks and stuff, since we've been really getting into team workouts and stuff, they're starting to get it a lot faster than what we had expected. But I love the young guys. I mean, they're just fitting in well. Everybody loves each other. It's just a great team chemistry that we have, and I'm really excited about this year.
Kind of talk about the void that Trez and Dev left behind and what you guys are doing to fill that.
They left behind big shoes to fill. I mean, Dev being the Big Sky MVP, Trez doing what he did for our program. I mean, they just left behind that leadership role for us, and they told us before they left, they were like, "You five are gonna have to lead. You guys are gonna have to do what you guys need to do." But we just took that into a different perspective. So now it's we're still learning, but at the same time we help the young guys and we're just trying to help ourselves too. So we're not just trying to get on them and just badger them and make them feel like they're not doing anything right. But we just have to. We're just staying together as a team. I mean, if stuff needs to be addressed, we talk about it. So that's really where we're at with it. There's no definite star on the team. I mean, you're absolutely correct. Any given night, somebody can come out and give us 20. Somebody can come out and give us 30. It just happens. That's just the way basketball is. But with the young guys and them adapting to that style of play and all the stuff that we're going to be facing this year, because we're going to play some tough teams this year. We're just going to have to tell them to just help them, calm them down. Because I mean, it's so funny because coaches is you guys are veterans now, and I'm looking at him veteran, I'm a sophomore, coach, I'm not a veteran, I've been here for 1 year. So, but we just have to take on that leadership role, just like you said, and just come together as a team and just let the guys know that if they mess up, don't worry about it, get on to the next play. That's one of our main mottos. You mess up, get on to the next thing, don't worry about it.